Hi all. Today we start discussing chapter 22. In numerical analysis, finite difference methods are a class of numerical techniques for solving differential equations. That is by approximating the derivatives with the finite differences rather than the continuous difference. Let's see some finite difference operators. We start with 22.1. In this section 22.1, we introduce a new operator called forward difference operator, delta. To define this forward difference operator, we start with a function, say y is equal to f of x, and we call the values of x for independent variables are arguments. So, arguments, these are nothing but the values of x, and the corresponding values of f of x are called entries. So we first define these arguments and entries. Entries are the corresponding values of f of x. Corresponding values of f of x. So these are two important terms in this discussion: arguments and entries. Now we define interval of differencing. Interval of differencing. And usually this is denoted by h. In this case, we have this arguments. These are the values of x, and entries. These are values of f of x. If the values of x's are, if this h is the interval of differencing, we call this a plus h, a plus 2h, a plus 3h are the values of this x, which are called arguments. At the corresponding values, say f of a, here we have f of a plus h, here we have f of a plus 2h, f of a plus 3h, etc. So these values are what we called entries. Normally we are denoting these values as this is y0 and this is y1, this is y2, y3, and so on. Okay, and this value, this particular value, we start with this a, and this a is called the first argument. Okay, so we call this is the first argument. So these are the terminology we need to use to define a forward difference operator. Forward difference is defined as, this is defined as delta yn is equal to yn plus 1 minus yn. So this is the definition of forward difference, or in the other notation we write this is delta f of x. Okay, in general this delta f of x is defined to be f of x plus h minus f of x. That means we move one step forward and take f of x plus h, then consider the difference between those two, f of x plus h and f of x. So if this is h is the interval of differencing, then this is what we call to the forward difference. In terms of y1, y2, etc., we can write in general this delta of yn is equal to yn plus 1. We move forward one step forward, then consider the difference. Okay, so that's why this is called forward differencing. So in particular we write delta y0. This delta y0 is defined to be this y1 minus y0. So this is the definition of delta y0. Similarly, delta y1 can be obtained by taking y2 minus y1. So this difference is delta y1, and similarly delta y2 is y3 minus y2, and so on. So in the similar notation we write this is delta f, this is the first f of a, that is equal to f of a plus h minus f of a. Similarly, delta f of a plus h is obtained by considering the difference a plus h, that is a plus 2h minus f of a plus h, and so on. So this is the definition of forward difference. If you repeat this process, that is the difference of the first forward differences are called the second forward differences. That means if you have arguments x here and entries f of x, we call this as a plus h, a plus 2h, a plus 3h, etc., and the corresponding entries are denoted by y0, y1, y2, y3, etc. Okay, once you have delta yn, that is delta y1 is delta y0 is this is our delta y0. This is going to be y1 minus y0. Similarly, delta y1, we can write delta y1 here. Y1 is y2 minus y1, and delta y2 is nothing but y3 minus y2. Similarly, you can define delta y3 as well. So from this you can write what is the meaning of delta y0, that is obtained by y1 minus y0. Delta y1 is equal to y2 minus y1, and so on. That is what we have defined here. So if you take the difference of this again, that is denoted by delta square of yn, that is delta of delta yns. Okay, so that is obtained by delta square of y0. How do you get this delta square of y0? Delta square of y0 is nothing but delta y1 minus delta y0. Okay, so if you take the difference of these two, you can get delta square y0. Okay, similarly, if you take the difference of these two, delta y2 minus delta y1, you can get this is delta square of y1. Similarly, you can define delta square of y2 and delta square of y3, etc. So in the similar fashion, you can define delta cube of y0, delta cube of this y1, and so on. So you can define any order difference, okay, or forward difference in this manner. So next we will see some example for some table dealing with these forward differences. Before that, we generally defines delta square of yn. So this is generally we can define this delta square of yn as delta yn plus 1 minus delta yn. Okay, so this delta square is obtained from the table of delta yn. Okay, once you write delta yn, you can easily get delta square yn. Okay, so in general, this delta k of yn is obtained by delta k minus 1 of yn plus 1 minus delta k minus 1 of yn. So this is the general formula for kth forward difference. So in order to get this kth forward difference, we need to evaluate the k minus 1 forward difference. Okay, now we define the table, or we consider the table dealing with all this. Let's see the table corresponding to these differences. If the first column stands for this arguments and the second column for entries, and this is the column for finding delta y, that is the first forward difference, and this is the second order for second forward difference, and this is third forward difference. So if we denote the arguments as a plus h, a plus 2h, a plus 3h, etc., starting with the first argument a, and the corresponding entries are y0, y1, y2, etc., y2, y3, then delta y, that means delta y0 is defined as this is our y1 minus y0, and this is defined as delta y0. And here we have y2 minus y1, this is going to be delta y1, and this is y3 minus y2, and this is delta y2, and this is I'll write this is delta since we have only 4 values, so this is enough to write this is the only difference. and we write this delta y naught in between this y naught and y1, and we write the difference between this y2 and y1 in between this y1 and y2. We align this y2 minus y1 in this way. So we write, we can place these values delta y naught, delta y1, delta y2 in between these values of entries, that is, we replace the position of these as these are. Using those values, we can evaluate the second forward difference that is obtained from these two entries, delta y naught and delta y1, and we consider the difference delta y1 minus delta y naught is delta square y naught. Similarly, the difference between these two, that is delta y2 minus delta y1, that is defined to be delta square y1. Okay, so using these two values, we defined the third difference, that is delta q y, that is delta q y naught. So that is obtained from taking the difference between delta square y1 minus delta square y naught, and this is defined to be delta cube y. So these are the this table is called forward difference table, corresponding to y is equal to f of x. So if you have 4 arguments, then you can evaluate up to this delta cube 3. Okay, so this is we can the next class we can describe how to write out this table for a particular function and some properties of this forward difference.